Welcome back. Today we're doing a deep dive into Anggun Residences, right in KL City Center. And just straight off the bat, let's be clear on location. It's near Jalan Sultan Ismail. Definitely KLCC, not Mont Kiara, as some might think.
Yeah, good point. And our mission today really is to cut through the noise on this one. We want to look at this stark contrast you see with Anggun. You've got these amazing fundamentals. It's freehold, great spot, but then, wow, these really severe operational problems.
Exactly. What happens when that promise, meets a pretty tough reality? So, quick facts. Anggun Residences. It's a service residence, 38 floors, 384 units, and it was completed back in 2018.
Right. And the story really starts strong. The location, you have to say, is superb. Strategically, it's spot on.
Yeah, the connectivity is a huge plus. You're literally steps away from the Wangi LRT and the Medan Tuanku Monorail, major hubs.
Mm-hmm. And the area itself is buzzing. It's right next to places like the Row KL, which has seen a lot of revitalization, feels very central, very alive.
Okay, so location is check, check, check. What about the money side? What's pulling investors in?
Well, this is the big hook, isn't it? It's that maintenance fee. It's incredibly low, just 50 cent RM 0.50 per square foot.
50 cent in KLCC? That sounds almost too good to be true.
It is aggressively low.
Yeah.
And when you combine that with pretty decent rental rates, we've seen figures up to around RM 4.89 PSF.
Yeah.
Well, theoretically, your net yield looks fantastic.
Okay, theoretically. So, killer location, potentially amazing yields on paper. Why are we even digging deeper? If it's such a slam dunk, what's the catch?
Well, here's where the story flips. That super low fee, it's kind of the root of the problem. It signals a systemic operational failure that's really hurting the place.
Operational failure, like what specific?
We're talking serious ongoing issues. There are numerous reports, user accounts talking about a lift failure crisis.
A crisis, what does that mean practically?
It means in a 38-story building, you often have only one, maybe two lifts actually working. Think about living or renting there. The waiting times, the frustration, it's a huge mobility risk.
Wow. Okay, for a premium KLCC address, that's pretty bad. Is that the only major issue?
Unfortunately, no. Yeah. Maybe the most glaring example is the swimming pool. It was marketed heavily, signature amenity, resort-style living.
Right, I remember the marketing.
Well, reports say it's been shut down for long periods. We're talking potentially over 5 months at a time. So much for resort-style living if the resort part is closed.
5 months. Okay, that's not just maintenance. That's a facility being unavailable.
Exactly. It completely undermines the value proposition.
So how does this happen? Why set the fee so low if it clearly can't cover basic upkeep for a place with, over 70 advertised amenities?
That's the core structural issue. The RM 0.50 fee just doesn't square with the reality of running a high-density building, especially one promoted with a condotel concept and so many facilities.
Condotel concept, meaning lots of short-term stays, higher wear and tear.
Precisely. High usage, lots of complex systems, pools, gyms, common areas, those 70-plus amenities. It all needs proper funding for upkeep. That fee structure was basically fiscally unsound from the start. It inevitably leads to cutting corners, maintenance backlogs, and facility decay.
And this decay, it's actually showing up in the numbers now, in resale value.
Oh, absolutely. The market isn't blind to this. We're seeing transaction data point to real capital appreciation risk.
Yeah.
If you look at the median sale price per square foot, it dropped about 13.7% just between the end of 2024 and the third quarter of 2025.
Ouch. A nearly 14% drop in less than a year. That's significant erosion.
It tells you the operational problems are directly impacting investor confidence and asset value. Which brings us back to that low fee being what we call a yield trap.
A yield trap, meaning the savings are an illusion.
Totally. It's just deferred spending. You save a bit month to month, but you're almost certainly facing huge, potentially unavoidable special levies down the line when major systems fail and need massive cash injections. Things like, fixing all the lifts properly.
Right. So for anyone listening who might be considering Anggun, what's the absolute must-do?
Due diligence is critical. Non-negotiable. You absolutely must verify the current real-time status of all the common facilities. Don't rely on old photos or listings.
Go there, check the lifts yourself, see if the pool has water in it.
Yes, and specifically ask about the lifts and the pool. Beyond that, you need to dig into the financials of the management body, the JMB or MC.
What should you look for there?
You need to investigate the health of the sinking fund. Is there enough money actually set aside for future major repairs? Or is it depleted? That tells you how likely those big, painful special levies are.
Okay, so summing this up. Anggun Residences, it has the location, the freehold status, potentially good gross yields, but these are seriously undermined by operational failures.
Failures driven by, fundamentally, an unsustainable management structure and that incredibly low fee. It's actively diminishing the asset's value right now.
So the final thought maybe is this. For an asset with such potential but such deep management issues.
Yeah, what's the path forward for an owner? Is it becoming an activist within the management committee, pushing hard to force fee increases just to protect your investment?
Or perhaps is it smarter to just lease there first, experience the day-to-day reality, especially that lift situation, before you commit capital? Something to definitely mull over.